Welcome everyone in HueFin News. Today is February 26, 2018. Coming in, give you all our daily cryptocurrency market analysis, letting you all know where we are expecting prices to move the next trading day. Okay. Before I get started, as I always say, everything that is mentioned on this video is not to be considered investment advice, neither on this channel as a whole. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get into the information. Before, I want to tell you all this, that today is the day that I want you all to leave in the comment section of this video what cryptocurrency you want us to do for tomorrow, and whichever cryptocurrency gets the most votes or the most comments will be the one that we will do our analysis for tomorrow. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been leaving their comments in our videos for the last couple of days, but actually today is that day that you need to leave that comment on what cryptocurrency you want us to do. Okay, so I look forward to all your all's comments on which cryptocurrency you want us to do, and whichever one gets the most comments will be the one we'll do our analysis for tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Okay, and we might take it all the way out through the whole week, and then the following week tell you all to do it again. Which cryptocurrency gets the most comments, that will be the cryptocurrency we'll do our analysis for the next following week. So I think that's how we're going to do it from here on out. So whichever one gets the most votes or the most comments will be the one that we do for the rest of the week. Okay. So now, we told you all in our video yesterday we were expecting the market to move higher. And that's exactly what occurred today in the market. A lot of these cryptocurrencies moved higher in trading today. So it just goes to show you all that you can be very profitable and knowledgeable in the direction and where the market is forecasted to move. That's all we're showing you all, is how to forecast where prices are likely to move. And the best thing about understanding the financial language of the markets is that it's not just confined to the cryptocurrency space. Okay, once you understand how to read a chart with just looking at the price bars and the volume, then you can take that knowledge, that understanding, all the way over to the stock market. You could take it all the way over to the commodities market. You could take it all the way over to the Forex market. So you're not handicapped, you're not limited in your ability to make money in the financial space. This is one of the caveats that so many individual traders are missing in their trading, and we have that key here at HueFin News. Okay, we've been showing you all ever since 2017 how you can predict with high accuracy where prices are likely to move for these cryptocurrencies. And just imagine, the cryptocurrency space is one of the most volatile spaces in the financial market to date, and we have been showing you all that you can be profitable in understanding where market is going to go in the cryptocurrency space. So just imagine what it's like outside where the volatility is a lot lower. Exactly, your profitability will increase that much more. So I mean, I'm not here to try to sell you all anything. I let my analysis, I let my predictions speak for me. A lot of people try to razzle dazzle, give you those salesman pitches, those salesman words, and I don't have no need for that, because my analysis ever since 2017 speaks for the financial language of the markets. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at this website, CoinMarketCap. I like to start here to give you all a broader view of what occurred in the market today. Long term in the cryptocurrency space, we're still in a consolidation range. You guys can look on the daily price chart and see that we are still consolidating, meaning that the market participants and everyone else in this space is buying up these cryptocurrencies while they're cheap. Okay, now it doesn't mean that we will not have another leg down. Okay, right now we're trading right in between resistance and support for all of these altcoins, so keep that in mind as well. And if we make another leg down to the downside, then that would be another great opportunity to buy up these cryptocurrencies. All right, so now looking at Bitcoin, you guys can see that they're up 7%. Ethereum's up 2.74, Ripple 1.09, Bitcoin Cash 6.24. Look at Neo, 14.51%. Litecoin is down 0.35. Same with the Cardano, down 2%. Stellar is up 1.71. EOS 2.87. IOTA's up almost 2.5%. DAS is up almost 5%, and Monero as well. So I told you all yesterday in the video, in my recap towards the end of the video, that there will be some cryptocurrencies that will move higher, and there will be others that will move substantially higher than the rest. And as you guys can tell, Neo was that one that moved substantially higher than the rest. And then it was Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Monero or Dash to follow suit. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get started to see what we're expecting to occur in the market for tomorrow. Bitcoin up 8.05%. Last trade was $10,329. Daily price bar for Bitcoin, again, the market was able to come all the way down here to a low of 93.60. So that is holding quite well as support. So keep that in mind. The market did give us a precursor of strength today on the daily price bar. So that is another good thing that we like to see in the markets. Let's look at the 3-hour bar for Bitcoin. Market made a very wide push to go a bar on this completed 3-hour bar. The market tried to get hit with stockpile, but the market did not respond to all of the selling that came in the market. As a matter of fact, the buyers came in and bought it up. So the market is looking at best to trade sideways in Bitcoin. I say that because 10,400 has been holding as resistance in the background, and we will have to overcome that in order for this cryptocurrency to continue to move higher. I can tell you that the market is getting hit with stockpile right now, and that the buyers are still successful in at least maintaining Bitcoin at that price, $10,334. Now, it runs a probability of moving lower, and if it does, $10,200 will be that first area of support that we need to see Bitcoin hold. And if it does hold 10,200, then we're expecting Bitcoin to continue to move higher. But I told you all that $10,400 is a very strong resistance area that it will have to overcome. So we're going through that right now. So you have to pay attention to Bitcoin as the market continues to trade. And if we get more precursors of strength around that 10,400, then we're looking for Bitcoin to move higher. Let's look at the 1-hour bar real quick. So 1-hour bar for Bitcoin, market is still getting weakness in the market, but we're not all worried about all of the stockpile that's coming in the market, because the buyers, even on the 1-hour chart, is showing us that they're buying up all of the selling that is occurring in the market. But we're paying attention to 10,400. Bitcoin may try to come back up there once again, and that is where you need to pay attention. You might need to come all the way up to the highs of these bars, all the way up to about 10,500. Okay, so we can overcome 10,400, 10,500, then we're in the clear for higher prices. Might even come up to 10,600 in Bitcoin. So at best, in the short term, we're looking like the market's going to consolidate. Okay, but then after that, if we maintain precursors of strength while we're consolidating, then Bitcoin will be moving higher. So now let's go ahead and look at Ethereum. Ethereum is up 3.28%. Last trade, $868.49. Daily price bar for Ethereum. Again, we did get a precursors of strength bar, but we noticed that Stellars came in the market. So Ethereum simply came all the way up to the highs from these 2 days, the 24th and the 23rd of February. Let's see if we still have stockpile coming in the market for Ethereum. 3-hour bars for Ethereum. Again, we're losing interest in higher prices in Ethereum. $880 was resistance, and it did hold once again on this particular 3-hour bar. The market since then has been consolidating and falling. So at the best, on the 3-hour bars for Ethereum, the market continues to trade sideways. That is that short-term analysis for Ethereum, because we're looking at a lack of interest in higher prices in Ethereum right now. So even on the 1-hour bar, you guys can definitely tell that we're noticing precursors of weakness bars here. $864 need to hold as support in Ethereum, and that resistance area is right here towards $875. The market is still trying to make a decision on which way it wants to go. So I will tell you all that we would just simply stay on the sidelines and in our analysis for Ethereum right now. because the buyers and the sellers in the market are definitely trying to weigh it out, are definitely battling it out to see which one's going to overcome the other. Okay. Let's look at the 6-hour bar. So looking at the 6-hour bar, you guys can see that we did get a precursors of strength right here. Market was able to move higher, but that's where that $880 came in as resistance. Stockpile came in, and the market is still hovering. So we're still in the clear for Ethereum to move higher, but we're not going to give you all that analysis. At best, Ethereum is just going to trade sideways until we get a more definitive precursors of strength bar and or weakness, either on the 3-hour or the 1-hour bars. So our analysis is just a standby. Now let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is up 6.78%. Last trade was $1,245.60. Again, Bitcoin Cash is simply consolidated on the daily price charts. Market came all the way down to these lows. I told you all that it cannot fall between the lows of these particular bars. So the market is simply trading around that area now. And as long as it does that, we're good for higher prices. Market for today is reflecting stockpile coming in the market. Okay. 3-hour bars for Bitcoin Cash. So now we're putting the brakes on higher prices in Bitcoin Cash right there at 1260. Okay, you got to pay attention to that, as that has been holding pretty strong in the background as resistance right here. Okay, and I zoom out. You guys can definitely tell that 1260, 1275, 1280 will be the next area for Bitcoin Cash to break through. Market did get hit or inundated with a lot of stockpile. It did not respond to all of the stockpile that came in the market, but in the same token, the market is not responding to higher prices as well. So the longer that we get more stockpile coming in the market, the higher that Bitcoin will fall. So we cannot take too many of these precursors of weakness bars, stockpile bars in the market before Bitcoin Cash will move lower. Okay, so let's see what occurs on the 1-hour bar. So even on the 1-hour bar, we're simply consolidating in the market. Bitcoin may actually come back up to 1260 or even 1270 in the short term, but look what is going on with the volume. The volume has completely dropped compared to what these 1-hour bars were reflecting. That simply means two things: either the market is not interested in higher prices, or the market is about to move lower because there is not enough momentum to push price higher. Okay. So now, even on the 1-hour bars, it's going to be the same with our analysis for Ethereum. We're just going to stand by until we get more definitive precursors of strength or precursors of weakness bars to be reflective in the market. We're just simply consolidating right there between 1230 and 1260. And I can tell you all that since we did make this sharp move higher and we're maintaining price right now, the market needs to move higher. The sooner the better. The longer that it waits to break out that 1260, the higher probability it will be moving lower. Now we are going to look at Ripple. So Ripple is up 3.01%. Last trade was at 92 cents, almost 93 cents. So we have a probable precursors of strength bar being reflected in Ripple, but pay attention on daily price bar. Just like with Bitcoin Cash, we're consolidating. So we're not necessarily making huge moves to the upside, neither to the downside, which can be quite expected after we had such a major move downward over the last couple of months or even weeks. Okay, so we're still consolidating in Ripple. So there's nothing new there. Let's look at the 3-hour bars. So just like with Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, the market is just consolidating. Even on the 3-hour bars, market is maintaining itself. So it has to stay above 92 cents as support. If it does not, then Ripple will be moving lower, might come all the way back down to 91 or even lower than that. Okay, we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices. The market is giving us probable precursors of strength, and it is consolidating right now. So we might just have to stay on the sideline with Ripple again, just like with Bitcoin Cash and Ethereum. Yeah, so we're just going to stay on the sidelines with our analysis, stand by with our analysis for Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum right now, because the market just simply consolidating 92 cents. Might need to come all the way back down to 91.5 cents, all the way up to 94 cents. Okay, this particular bar was a precursor to weakness, tried to push the market down, but it did not give us that type of confirmation. So that's why the market is looking to at least trade sideways. That's the best that we can tell from this particular chart right now in Ripple. So now let's go ahead and check out Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 0.5%. Last trade was $219.73. So Litecoin definitely has received a lot of stockpile on today's bar. All the other altcoins thus far did not receive as much stockpile as Litecoin is getting today. So the market can definitely move lower for Litecoin in tomorrow's trading due to the fact that the volume is high, and as well that we did get that stockpile coming in the market. So 3-hour bars for Litecoin, again, that resistance came in right there around $230. Ever since then, the market has been moving sideways, and we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices in Litecoin. So we're still looking for the market to move lower for Litecoin. We are paying attention though that $216 is resistance, so the market can actually come down to $216, okay, and find that as support. But if that's not going to hold that support, then expect Litecoin to continue to move lower. As I zoom out, again, the market has just been consolidating on the 3-hour bars. That resistance has been holding quite strong around $230, so that's why the market is falling as I speak. But $216 needs to hold that support in order for Litecoin to break that resistance area of $230. If it breaks $216, then expect Litecoin to continue to move lower. Now let's go ahead and move on to Dash. So Dash is up 5.86%. Last trade was $622.90. Daily price bar for Dash. We did get a very strong push to go bar today. Buyers and sellers both came into the market. The market started out lower today, but it overcame all the selling. But even at the close of today's trading bar, stockpiles still came in the market. The volume is extremely heavier than what it was yesterday. So we're still looking pretty strong in Dash for the moment. Let's look at the 3-hour bars. So even on the 3-hour bars for Dash, a lot of these cryptocurrencies, including Dash, is hitting an area of resistance that they're not giving us a lot of precursors of strength that they're going to overcome. Okay, $630 is the resistance for Dash that we need to maintain prices for where it currently is traded in order for us to break that $630. Right now, we're not being successful on the 3-hour bars, so we're going to look at the 1-hour bars to see if we will be successful. So even on the 1-hour bars, you guys can just definitely notice how much stockpile is coming in Dash right now as it trades above 630 all the way down to $615. The market is not being receptive to higher prices right now, so at best Dash is just going to trade sideways, 630 all the way down to $615. But the more we get more of these precursors of weakness bars, the highly it is going to be that it will be moving lower. Okay, we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices in Dash, so our analysis is leaning more towards Dash moving lower. Now let's go ahead and check out Litecoin. I'm sorry, Neo. So we're looking at Neo. Neo is up 14.84%. Last trade was $133.90. Neo was the breakout cryptocurrency for today. We have a very strong push to go up bar. The volume is exceedingly higher than what has been ever since, even close to the 21st of February, maybe even higher than that. We haven't had that much volume ever since going back until the 11th or even the 9th of February. Then this push, the spread of the bar is quite strong as well too. So now again, 3-hour bars for NEO is telling us that the market was interested in higher prices. It was able to come all the way up to $135, even almost topped out at $137.50. And as I zoom in, that is exactly where resistance came in, $137.50 all the way up to $138. So that's why we're simply consolidating right now in NEO. One of the things that I do like is that the market is giving us interest in higher prices still. Okay, but it has to overcome $136, $137.50 in order for us to see higher prices. Now it can go all the way back up to $137.50 or even $136, but given the amount of the lack of volume that we're noticing as NEO is trading around this price, looks highly likely that the market is going to fall if it cannot break that $135 area. So we're there now. So we have to pay attention in the market that NEO will be able to break through $135, because right now we're just simply consolidating. Take a look at the 30-minute bar, see if we get something totally different. Yeah, even on the 30-minute chart, I'm not looking too convinced that NEO is going to break $136, $137.50. It can, but given the fact that we have such light volume here, even on the 30-minute bars, and the market is not necessarily moving higher, the analysis for NEO is going to be just a standby. It's too inconclusive right now for the price bars that we have right now. We just can't really give you a definitive yay or nay if NEO is going to move higher. I can tell you that it can move higher, but $137, $138 is going to hit them as resistance again, and the market might break. And $135 even right now is holding quite strong as resistance. So we definitely need to get a lot of volume and a precursors of strength bar to break through $135. If that happens, then yes, NEO will be moving higher. Okay, and the volume is coming in right now. So we had to pay attention to this current 30-minute bar, because if it closes above this previous 30-minute bar, then NEO runs the probability of breaking $135. But if not, then all this volume that is coming in now is simply sellers coming in to push that price below $135. And you know what the result's going to be? Market moving lower. So now let's go ahead and check out Monero. So Monero is up 4.96%. Last trade was $291.13. Daily price bar for Monero. Again, the market started out trading lower. Buyers came in and overcame all of the selling, and the market was able to close towards the high of the bar. That is pretty good, but pay attention. The high of the today's bar came all the way to resistance in the background. So we're just back at another area of resistance. So you know what that means? That means that we need to get precursors of strength bars as Monero is trading right there around resistance. And that resistance looks like it's right there around $296. Okay, in or around $296 is resistance. Even on this last 3-hour bar, we got a lot of volume. Precursors of weakness bars being reflected. So the market at best may continue to trade sideways to even lower. If this current 3-hour bar closes above the previous one, then Monero at best may move a little higher. Might just come up to $300. So you have to watch the market, because a lot of volume did come in as this particular 3-hour bar completed. Let's look at the 1-hour bar for Monero. So 296, as I stated earlier, has been acting as resistance. We got a lot of volume on this current 1-hour bar, on this completed 1-hour bar, but the market was not receptive to those higher prices. So we're losing a lot of interest in higher prices in Monero right now, even though the 1-hour bar. So Monero runs a higher probability of moving lower. So that's going to be our analysis for Monero, especially if they can't break $296. And then we have this very wide spread 1-hour bar, which is a precursor to weakness. If this next 1 hour bar closes below it, then definitely Monero will be moving lower. So now the last one for today is going to be Cardano. You guys can see that they are breaking even compared to what it was yesterday. Last trade was around 32 cents. Daily price bar consolidation is still going on for Cardano as well, so nothing new here. Let's look at the 3 hour bars. Resistance is there again at 33 cents. The market came and got induced with a lot of stockpile coming in the market, and we're running across precursors of weakness bars even on the 3 hour bars. Market cannot break 33 cents, then Cardano will continue to move lower. 33 cents has been acting pretty hard as resistance. You guys can see what occurred here in the background. What was the result? The market came all the way back down to 29 cents. And even with all these high volume bars, the market still can break through. So we're still looking at weakness in Cardano right now. So our analysis would be for them to move lower. Hopefully we can find support right here around 32 cents. But I'm not holding my breath there because you guys can see what occurred here in the background. If we get a lot more volume as Cardano's moving lower, then definitely can come all the way back down to 30 cents or even 29 cents as a quick touch just to find support and then move higher. But overall, we're not looking for Cardano to move higher until we get more precursors of strength bars right there around 33 cents. Okay. So that's all I have for today, February 26, 2018. Quick recap of what I just stated on our analysis. The market on the daily price bars, even on 3 hour bars, is giving us trading around area resistance right now. So you have to watch the market. We noticed on some of these altcoins that we were getting precursors of weakness bars at that area of resistance. And if we don't change over to get more precursors of strength bars, then those cryptocurrencies will be moving lower. And if we do see more precursors of strength bars right there around those resistance areas, then yes, we will continue to move higher in price following what occurred today in the market. But if you guys saw as we zoomed out on some of these charts, and you saw in the background of the charts that we were simply right around another area of resistance, and the result that time was that the market moved lower. And even on some of these altcoins, we were getting the same precursors of weakness bars as I was doing this video, letting us know that the market is going to move lower or at best trade sideways. And while we trade sideways and we start noticing more precursors of strength bars, then you can bet that the market is going to move higher. But if we don't, then it will be moving lower once again. And it might just move lower just to find support and then move higher throughout trading tomorrow. Okay. So that's all I have for today. Make sure you all leave your comment on which cryptocurrency you want us to do tomorrow. I look forward to all of your suggestions, and whichever one gets the most will be the one I'll do tomorrow. Okay. So you guys stay profitable, and we'll talk to you all later.